Okay, we got some exciting cars. I love wagons. I got a lot of wagons. We can probably do wagons for weeks and weeks. Um, but look at these things. I knew about these. I collect the bigger scales, but these little cars after probably I don't know past 3 4 years, I've been really getting interested because they've been doing some cars I like, and they do them with good quality. And we're gonna do a little battle of the wagons. You've probably seen these done maybe on YouTube, but I'm just gonna take a look and give you my take on them. I love the cars. I think everybody should get one for their collection, especially you got big cars, little cars, plastic cars. I don't care. These are just cool cars to have, and I'm sure they'll go up in value. But that doesn't even matter. If you love cars, you're gonna like these things. We'll start with the older ones. These are '74 Buicks. This is the first year for the casting, 2018 at Auto World. And they decided to, after their Kingswood wagon and they had their Country Squire, that '64 car that they did with the wood grain. Now they're doing these, and they're going to do these through the '76 car. So, the body was the same, just, changed the grill and some of the trim, but same body stamping. And this was the largest car that Buick ever did, even going back into the olden days. This car had a weight of 5,400 pounds. So those little Buicks, and we'll get to the Fords, but we'll start here. Like I said, 5,400 pound car real, and this is also the largest casting that Auto World has done in that box. So they really had to make a big thing. It even says in the front, and that's what's cool about getting the different A and B. It's not just the color, but the box is differently done different too. This one will have one set of facts, shows the paint code, and then the B version is going to have this set of facts. And they're starting to expand. A lot of these cars, sometimes they'll do 1,200, it'll say, or whatever. It seems like these later ones are getting a little bit bigger, which is fine. They're just such great cars. They're awesome. So we'll take a look. Let's look at this here. Red poly car. You'll notice the wheels. I did the tires. I changed them on the Cadillac, and I thought they kind of looked good on the Buick. Buick's such a large car and it's got such good wheel. The wide white walls look great, really. They really do. And it's got the separately molded rack that's chrome, but all everything is Tampo printed. All the trim on the car's silver. And it's got the contrasting red interior. So this is a double red, and then the green car, the ranch green car, it's gonna have a green interior. Cars are 8-passenger cars, really. Yep, big cars. You probably fit whatever you wanted in that car. 455 motors all the way through. 74 was the last year though. You can get a hypo car, had solid lifter. I mean, you could really run this car hard. Of course, before the emissions came out, but yeah, 74, you can get a really good 455 in this car and be pretty good. Probably tow whatever you want, move whatever you want it to. Based on the Electra Buicks, the 225s, the full-size cars. So the front ends are usually pretty much the same. It's just the back that had that differentiation. It's got the Buick hood. These open, but you can't even see it. They barely open 20 degrees. And then, obviously you don't want to force anything. Yeah, there's the interior. See if we can get in there. Yeah, they mold it. Yep. So there's a window everywhere except the driver. So that's all window. And they do that. If you had one of these in real life, that window, forget about it. Trying to replace that. And the two-way magic tailgate. It's got the Buick. Let's see if we can zoom in on that. Let's see. Yep. Buick crest. And they're still doing that. And they had the big old, look at that bumper. My goodness. Probably take down a brick wall backing that car up. And then we got your exhaust, and we got the Buick lower, so it had that little crest down there, and then the State wagon. And since Cadillac didn't offer a wagon, this was one of the most luxurious wagons you could get. Olds had one, but Buick was supposed to be a little bit, a little bit more performance, than an Olds. And there's the ranch car.
Another big old girl. Yep, that's got the original tires on it. It's got the green interior. Grill. It's got a different plate. Nice tampoed plate. Take a look squarely at the back. It's got the done. He even picked out, you know, the bumper. It's got the bumper guards, a little rubber. Whole chrome rack. It's not like the Fords. They don't put any wood grain on the rack, roof rack. And then the bottom. So you got your chassis detail riveted. It's got your production date right there. Yep, and the area of assembly. And then, yeah, it's got a really good chassis. It's got your Auto World stamping right there. It's got some more printing, so you gotta be careful, you know. It's not stamped, some of it's printed, so you gotta be careful what you're working with. Make sure you don't rub that off if you want to keep it for prosperity or whatever. But this is a good car, good rolling car too, very smooth. Tires are real round and true, unlike Greenlight. You know, their tires are a little bit funky sometimes, but this car is nice and straight. So yeah, build quality is nice too, even though they're the same price point. All right, Greenlight. So we looked at the Buicks. This is the packaging, Series 1. Got them in the package, of course. We're really partial to the 79. First year, Fox body Panther. Kind of that generation of cars. So you got a Panther, and then the Fox body came out. So you had the Fairmount and the Mustang, and then you had this car and the Grand Marquis and the Lincolns and all that stuff. So this was the larger of the two, but kind of same philosophy. Even though this car had a perimeter frame, body on frame construction. But they put in some more modern things. They downsized the car by 1,000 pounds from the 78 full-size Fords. And so, you know, the old LTD cars. But here you go with, we got the one in tan, that's the 85, and then the 79. And this had small blocks, no more big blocks. They had a 400 Ford in the old cars. Now we had basically a 5-liter, and then we had the 351. You can get both motors. 351 stayed carbed, but after 83, throttle body fuel injection on a small black Ford, the 302, and then in 86, just like the Mustang, went to sequential multi-port fuel injection. So it had that nice torquey little 5-liter, even though this car is really heavy. It's probably double the weight almost than, let's say, a notchback. But still moved down the road, 4-speed automatic. This car, the hood doesn't open like the Auto World, but this Greenlight car has a tailgate. That's actually more fun, kind of, on a station wagon, is to have that tailgate done. And we'll look at the casting. Of course, you also notice, and I'll point it out, that 79 Ford, even though it looks the same body, it's going to have some differences. The wheels are the same on these cars, but the trim is not. So Greenlight kind of left the wheels alone, but we got Country Squire there in that script, and then we have Ford. And then when we look at the 85, we'll notice that I went to the blue oval. And then we have the different font on the Country Squire. Tires rubber, but some of that stuff kind of wears off. And I really didn't touch that car that much, but it's kind of what it is. Windows are cool because they have the trim on them and stuff, but again, they kind of come out, and obviously when you see these 80s cars, the windows are always inset and the body not coming out, so that's a little goofy, but it gets the job done. Gives you all the detail to the eye. It's just a little bit different. And then the roof rack is done, tampoed as well. So there's a lot of thought brought into this vehicle. It's got the hitch, so you can play with that, and then we got the tailgate. So this one has got the California registration, tan interior, and then we got the, I think this is an Illinois car. Yep. And then the bumper changes too. If you see they got the different strip on there. And then again, when we look at these cars around, turn them around, of course we know that the grill's changed. So 79 had that split grill, and then it went to the egg crate, and that went up to about, before it got redesigned, you know, in 88. 88, that car went to a rounded nose. Same body, though. And then the chassis, unlike it's a little bit simpler. Still metal. Yep. And then, this is kind of cool. So this car's got the hitch. I decided, well, let's go for it. And found this little bird. It's kind of goes with it. And this is the little Greenlight trailer. We got this little thing that opens, and you can do this. Put this on. There you go. So yeah, put this on there. Got yourself a little deal. So pack up, ready to go. Yep. You take that. Put it on there. Yep. Close it up. And ready to go. Yep. Take her off. Oop. There we go. Yeah. Sits on there real cool. So yeah, he's ready to roll. So anyway, you decide, guys. You know, I obviously spread the wealth, get them both, get them all. But if you had to pick, you know, it's up to you. They all look great. And then, you know, the other Buicks that are coming, we'll take a look at too. But Auto World, Greenlight, 79 LTDs, 85 LTD, and 274 Buick Wagon Estates. Real nice stuff. Till next time.